All right, awesome. Hi everyone, I am Luke99. I'll be presenting Mario Kart Wii with one hand. So let me just get a couple things really quick set up here, just double check. I'll just be showcasing one cup or 4 races. I'll go into solo race, choosing character. I was originally going to play with Funky Kong, but it is definitely not Memeathon, so we got to go with my boy Waluigi. We'll go on the Flame Runner just because that's the vehicle. It's kind of easiest to use overall. Let me just pop back over to the cup. So timing will start I'll do a countdown of 3, 2, 1 for timing. So we'll go 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Mario Kart Wii with one hand. I'd probably say this is the biggest meme category of all of Mario Kart. I'll just be showcasing 4 tracks because that's all you really need to see to get a good idea of it. As you can see, I've got the little Wii wheel there. Let me just get a startup boost and take a couple turns, and I can start taking you through kind of what's happening here. So obviously I've got a webcam going here because the rules on the speedrun site say that you need to have your hand, the controller, and the gameplay all running at once. So I'm just going to try and get around a couple of these CPUs. They are set to the hardest difficulty because why not, right? I'll take these boost panels up here, just give me a little bit of speed. Loop around here, there we go. So now I can actually start to get into the what you could call the tech for this game. I'm playing with one hand, which means I'm technically using the Wii wheel as the controller option. So everything is done with motion. So as you can see, I'm turning the Wii remote here to kind of do turns and around the course and stuff like that. I'm flicking it up to do a wheelie, where I can get a little extra boost of speed just on straightaways. I'm drifting on the turns here. It's very, very sensitive. Let's see if I can get a draft. Nice, I get a draft. All right, into first place. Ideally, we'll be going for first. It's not always possible depending on what happens. It's just a lot of quick adjustments, stuff on the fly. We'll take this turn in here. Scope wheelies. All right, we should be good here. The biggest problem with this is comes in the Wii's sensitivity. Being a kind of middle generation console, the sensitivity of the Wii remote in turns isn't always the best. So there we go. First place, the first race. Nothing too crazy there on the Luigi circuit. It's kind of the easiest track in the game. All of the menuing I do with one hand too. That's another thing I should note. So there we go. That's the Luigi circuit. That's race 1 of 4. So that's pretty cool. All the menuing and everything done with one hand, so I'm pressing 2 to go, and that's the only button I'm pressing. Otherwise, steering and wheeling, and then tricking and stuff, which I'll get into in a bit. So we're starting in first place here. Before each race, I try and get a little bit of a calibration of the Wii remote to see what the turning is going to be like. That's why I do that little shift at the beginning there. I'll try and take some of these good lines here. If I get a drift here, that'd be nice and nice. And a wheelie, perfect. So the CPUs pose a little bit of a problem in that they can wheelie bump you. So when I'm in a wheelie, the CPUs or other players can run into you, and there's a trick there. I'm going to go around the long way here, avoid the mole. Nice. All right, that was a very clean lap one. But like I was saying, the CPUs can wheelie bump you, which basically kills all of your momentum and pretty much the run in practical speedrunning cases. So it's just kind of staying away from the CPUs, staying away from obstacles, and just trying to drive as clean as you can, which is a lot easier said than done. There we go, a couple tricks here. We'll try and avoid these moles. They can tend to be a problem. And this ramp, you don't always get a trick off of it, especially in one hand, which makes for some frustrating moments. But right now we're looking so far so good, which is nice. Do a couple wheelies here. Nice. All right, this has been pretty good. As weird as it sounds, practicing for this game and this category is actually a thing. I've played all 32 tracks one-handed in one sitting as well, so that's kind of cool. But 4 tracks is what I submitted for the marathon, is what I'm playing right now, because that's all you really need to see to get a good taste of what the game is like. Playing with one hand, and we'll get a 131. Nice. CPUs were a little close there, a little closer than I would have liked, but it's all good. Still perfect 30 points, so we're halfway through the run already. It goes by quick, and there's a lot to kind of talk about. Let me just, yeah. All right, we'll be going into the third course, and definitely the most dangerous course of the run, Mushroom Gorge. This is known to be a killer in real Mario Kart Wii runs, and it's especially tricky with one hand, so I'll talk you through why in just a second. So let's just avoid these CPUs, and I stayed off the grass. So these mushrooms here, it's extremely hard to control where you're going with one hand. I'm not going to trick there. I'm going to trick here. When I get into the cave, right, which is right here, so I will be tricking off some mushrooms, and I won't be tricking off some. So right here, I'm not going to trick, and not going to trick, and then I will. And that's because tricking in this game actually sends you higher, and thus wastes time because air time is slower than ground. So I'll just trick to get a speed boost on the last kind of mushroom before each ground section. And 40-second lap one, that's pretty nice. Just go around here. I think I kind of alluded to it at the beginning there, but I'm playing with Waluigi because he's the most similar to Funky Kong in terms of who I normally play with. But he's also a much, much bigger meme, which is the name of the event, so we'll just go with that. This mushroom here, I'm going to try and do a wheelie, which is a little bit of a faster strat, which could be dangerous. I think I'm going to be off. Nope. Nope. See, it's very on the fly. I totally missed that one mushroom, but still alive. Gotta avoid the Goombas here as well. I'm going to go wide. There we go. All right, one lap left. Amazingly have not fallen off yet. We'll see how it goes, though. Trick off there, perfect. Okay, here we go. This section, I'll wheelie here. I'm just gonna go for a couple faster strats. I'm on a weirdly good pace right now, so I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna trick off of the mushrooms in here though. I'll do the wheelie strat again though. A little risky, Oh, and I saved it. I saved it with a drift there. If you didn't notice, my thumb slid a little over to the left and grabbed the drift button. That's the one I'm pressing right now. Because 2 is drive and 1 is drift. Okay, that was kind of a crazy save. I'm a little shocked by that. So I drive with this 2 button right here, and drift is right here. So I'm constantly sliding my thumb over to kind of catch the other button. And just like that, we are into the last race of the run, which is Toad's Factory. This is where a lot of the kind of problems can start to happen as well. As there's a couple cycles of things we need to avoid. It's also key to get ahead of the CPUs early. There we go. Try and take this. We actually want to take this turn a little bit slower to avoid these guys because taking this green path is a lot faster. Yeah, there we go. Nice speed boost there. Trick here, and I'll see if I can get a... No, I'm not going to get a good box pattern here, but that's alright. Another thing to note, I know I probably should have noted this earlier, but I'm playing with items off, just because it's a lot faster to play them with them off, it's a lot safer to play with them off, but it's also... It just makes a lot more sense for playing with one hand, because while I do have kind of large hands, I can't reach the item button, and this is the worst cycle in the game right here. Alright, that's alright. So, the items have to be used with either the D-pad or the B button, both of which are on the opposite side of where my right hand is. And since it's only one hand, I can't exactly reach back around there. So it just makes for the CPUs just completely slaughtering you the entire time with any type of item, and it's just not fun. This is a little bit more about tech, which is nice, but also just kind of fun in general. So the conveyor belts shift there. We want to take the inside line here. On this ramp, we want to trick. I got a little bit of a low trick there. And then I want to drift right as I go off that bump. And another one of these bad cycles. That's all right, though. Try and go for a low trick. All right, we're into the last lap of the run. Time will stop when I cross the finish line. As soon as I cross the finish line. Can I beat this? Yes, I can. No problem. Yeah, so time will stop when I cross the finish line. Nice little chain wheelie there. Just gonna maneuver around these boxes. And I'm trying to think, I don't think there's anything else I really wanted to talk about. It's just Mario Kart Wii with one hand. It's using the motion controls, which is always entertaining because they're not always the most responsive. It's very fun. It's a lot more fun than you would think. A little frustrating, but a lot of fun. Entering the final jump. Time will stop when I cross the finish line. Time. So there we go. That is Mario Kart Wii with one hand. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. That was a very surprisingly clean Grand Prix. We'll just let this victory screen kind of play out here, and we should be good to go. Let's see what the final time was. 8:40. Yeah, that was a really good run. I look at the time again. That was very good. I don't know how that was in comparison to my PB, but a very, very solid run overall. So that's all I have on the schedule for this run. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll wait for word to sign off, but if in the meantime I could talk about this a little bit. As you progress in the game, the tracks get harder and harder, so that's why I just showed Mushroom Cup, but even still a couple dicey moments here and there, but it's a lot of fun. If you got some free time and own Mario Kart Wii, definitely give it a try. It's a very fun, kind of funny challenge, so thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it.